and Southern Africa, the key and vulnerable populations tend to have a much higher prevalence than the general population. Population prevalence is estimated at around less than 10%, but when you look at the various populations, including those of sex workers, you're talking about 30%, MSM 10.5%, people who inject drugs 16.1%, transgender 17.6%. It's only the prison people who are having the same prevalence with that of the general population. So we need to do something about this group. And approximately 1 in 4 of the new infections in Eastern and Southern Africa are among the key populations and their sexual partners. So access to treatment, if you could go back please, one slide. Access to treatment across the key populations is also less than the average population of people living with HIV. Next. Now this is important to do with in funding the HIV response. The funding has not been increasing for the last several years and may continue to slightly drop, and is below the desired targets for 2025. And this brings in the element again of why we should discuss sustainability and domestic resource mobilization and investment. Next, please. What we see here is that countries need to ensure that their services and systems are in place for living with HIV, because the numbers of people living with HIV continues to grow, which also is a good thing. It's because ART is available, ART is enabling people to live longer, but it also means that then we have to look for more resources to sustain the epidemic. And if we achieve the targets then of 2025, then we will be able to reduce the projected people living with HIV to 29 million by 2050. Otherwise, it's going to continue growing globally to 46 million by 2050. And if we don't have the resources, it will be very difficult for us to address. Therefore, sustainability of the response is a very important issue we must address. Let's not take it lightly, and the sooner, the better. Asanteni sana.
Asante sana, Dr. Martin. Let's give him a round of applause. That's better. Thank you so much, and this is fantastic presentation to kick off, to start our discussion. Our expectation is that as this is a scientific conference, we'll be